is it now going into your second year compared to a year ago, and everything was probably moving pretty fast and you were learning a lot?
Yeah, it's actually the world of a difference. Just coming into my second spring ball and knowing how things go, knowing the routine of practice and meetings. So yeah, it's been really good to kind of get in the second spring ball comfortable knowing what goes on.
Where do you feel more comfortable at than you did maybe last year?
Definitely on the field, everything's slowing down. Everything has slowed down. Just recognizing coverages, knowing what's going to happen before it happens, communicating with teammates. I think a big thing is, you're getting to your second year, second spring ball specifically, you can help out teammates. So I know you kind of get up there the first time and you're like, wow, this is my job. I got to do my job. And now I'm in a position where, all right, I know what he's doing. I can help out a young guy who might be running with me. So yeah, that's the main thing.
What do you feel like you've been able to learn from Nico this year that maybe you weren't able to last year because you were just getting your feet underneath of you here at Tennessee?
Yeah, I think last year, it was his first year playing the full season, so he got to see what it's like to be out there in a game playing against other SEC opponents. So kind of just picking his brain about what that's like, what goes on, kind of that everybody else doesn't see.
We've heard that Nico has been more vocal behind closed doors at practice and all that. Have you seen that, or how have you seen that?
Yeah, I have. He's done a really good job being more vocal, even being more vocal to me, helping me out with anything, holding everybody accountable.
How much more comfortable have you seen Nico be in front of the team, talking and being more vocal this year?
A lot more comfortable.
How would you evaluate the wide receiver room?
They're doing really good. They're young for the most part, but the young guys have stepped up, and Coach always says there's not time for young guys to be young. So they've done a really good job of competing. They want to learn a lot, which is really good. They're always asking the quarterbacks questions of what they can do better and all that jazz.
Same question for the guys up front. A lot of new faces up there, two transfers, David Sanders, some other freshmen. What have you seen from them on the offensive line?
Really good. The main thing for me is they compete really hard, and that's something that I think all quarterbacks want is an offensive line who cares, and they genuinely want to protect us, and I think that means a lot.
What was the process of you learning this offense last season? What was it like? When did you kind of get to the point where you felt like it was almost second nature? Or are you at that point yet?
Yeah, I am at that point. Probably after fall camp. After you go about halfway through fall camp and you kind of understood everything, because you're still the offense is always evolving, so you're always self-scouting, realizing what you can do better. So it always builds on itself. So that makes it hard to you can never master the offense, but just continuing to learn it definitely through fall camp is when I felt like I had it down.
When you got done with fall camp, you get into season mode. Are you running the scout team? Or are you kind of as the number 3? What was sort of your role? Did you just get a chance to build within that offense, or were you kind of having to learn the other team's offense every week? How was it like?
No, so I didn't run scout team last year. It's kind of taking reps when I can, staying ready in case something happens, and then mostly taking mental reps, to be honest with you.
How different is that knowing you're obviously the 2 now, so you're going to play this season,
right?
In some circumstance. How is that perspective different for you knowing you're that closer to the field?
It's definitely different, but I think kind of just learning from Gaston last year was you never know when that opportunity comes, so you have to be ready. So approaching every day like you're the starter, approaching my teammates like I'm the starter, and I think that's really important.
Where do you think your skill set has taken the next step, or what skill do you think has taken the biggest step?
Probably just kind of like you said, understanding the offense. It's a really big deal when you're a quarterback to understand the offense. When you get out there, you're making different checks, helping other guys out, and when you understand that, you can see the defenses and kind of counteract them.
Talked about getting mental reps a lot last year. How much pride are you going to take into being another set of eyes for Nico when he's out there, and just trying to help each other like Joe did with Hendon and so on and so forth?
Yeah, a lot of pride. I think that's where our relationship is the strongest for sure, is talking to each other about what goes on the field, maybe his rep or my rep.
Kind of on that note, are you doing the same for George, given that he's in the same spot you were a year ago? Are you trying to kind of help bring him along too?
Yeah, just kind of telling him the things I went through last year and the things he might be going through right now, just helping him out any way I can.
Maybe how has your body changed? Do you feel stronger? Can you throw the ball further? How has any of that changed maybe?
Actually, it's funny you say that. Definite thing is throwing the ball farther. I kind of got here, had a little bit of struggle, changed the grip a couple times, which was definitely different. You throw the football the same way, and then you come in and you change your grip. But it was for the good, and so the ball is definitely coming out of my hand a lot better.
So you were told to change your grip?
It was adjustment that I agree. Like I was told to, that they're my coaches, but yeah, we agreed on it. It was definitely what was best.
Did it change you said you can throw farther now, but the accuracy, has it improved your accuracy, or does that kind of stay the same?
Yeah, it has definitely. It kind of just improved my
Everything.
throwing all in general. Another main thing about that was kind of getting more zip on the ball.
Are you the next Joe Milton then?
Definitely not. Definitely not.
Thanks, Jake.
Yep.